Hi guys, you're back for another episode of Square Monkey Eats. Today we're going to make some vegan tahini chocolate chip cookies. Almond flour here. This is just some blanched almond flour. You could use white flour, gluten-free flour. I made it with oat flour, but we're going to mix our dry ingredients first. Okay, so that's our almond flour. I have some baking soda, baking powder, and some salt. We're just going to whisk these together. First, I want to break up any clumps if there are any. Next, we're going to mix our wet ingredients. So I have some well-stirred tahini. If you guys don't know what tahini is, it's a sesame seed butter. So it's good if you can't have some nut butters. Tahini is good on a lot of things, but we're going to use a rubber spatula so we can get this out here. But well-stirred tahini. And again, it's just sesame seeds. It's an interesting taste if you've never had it, but it is good. Just compare it to any other kind of nut butter that you would use. It's kind of interchangeable. Next, I have some coconut oil that I melted but let cool. Okay, so melted, but you don't want it hot while going in here, so it will hang out like that at room temperature once it is melted down. I have some water, 6 tablespoons of water, and then some vanilla. We'll mix this well first, about a minute or so. Next, we're going to add in our sugar. This is actually some coconut sugar, which I love using in a lot of things. Baking or even tea. So we're going to mix in this coconut sugar. You can use dark brown sugar, light brown sugar. That's actually what the original recipe called for, but I like coconut sugar. And it's just a faint touch and definitely more natural. Alright, next we're going to go our dry ingredients, just a little bit at a time. Until all of this is well combined. Alright, so now that this has come together, last thing we're going to do is add our chocolate. So this is a mixture of vegan chocolate, some different kinds of chocolate. There's 3 different kinds in here. So mini chips, bigger. This is just what I had in my pantry. But to keep it all vegan, you definitely want to get at least, I believe it's 70% cocoa, and that will make it vegan. But we're having a little fun here. Whatever I had in the pantry left over is what's going in here, and it's actually a perfect amount of all 3 different sizes, so it's pretty cool. So we're going to mix this really well just so the chocolate chips are all distributed. Then we're going to cover this with plastic wrap and actually chill it for 10 minutes in the fridge. At that time, that's when you're going to preheat your oven. So you're going to preheat your oven to 350. Okay, and we're going to get our baking sheets ready with some parchment paper on a sheet pan. But this is a greasy dough. That's normal. Okay, that's why you're going to chill it. We'll use a cookie scoop so you can get that out and get that ready too. But this is why we want to chill it, because it's supposed to be greasy like these. Just like this. Okay, so we're going to cover it, put it in the fridge for 10 minutes. So we have the dough covered and chilling, because again, it's going to be a greasier dough. We're going to use a cookie scoop. This is parchment paper on here, so it's not going to stick. These are going to spread. We could roll them into a ball if you wanted to, or if your cookie scoop lets them just come out nice and easy like this, then just go for it. The oven has been preheated to 350. We're going to throw these in for 12 minutes. These are going to spread, so that's why you want to make sure you give it some space in between. About 1.5 inches, 2 inches in between. Alright, we have our final product. Again, we made our dough, we let it chill in the fridge at least 10 minutes. Scoop them out. If you want to chill them again, you can. They are going to spread. These are wide cookies, so make sure you spread them out nice and evenly spaced on your baking sheet. So these are paleo and vegan. So what makes them paleo is that almond flour The original recipe for these was an all-purpose flour. You guys can use that at home. They won't spread as much. The first time I made them, I did it with half oat flour, half gluten-free, all-purpose flour. So you can switch it up. I guess the best bet would be to do a 50-50 split. If you want to make it, I wanted to make these a little bit more nutritious, so I used that almond flour. But again, just note, they are going to spread that little bit more. They still taste delicious. Hopefully you guys like this. If you did, give me a thumbs up. I'm going to put variation of the recipe in the description below. So definitely take a look at that. But again, if you want to interchange those flours, have at it. If you guys have any questions, leave me a comment. But again, I'll put all the details below. If you guys never want to miss an episode of Spider Monkey Eats, definitely make sure to subscribe to our channel, Ultimate MMA Plus. See you guys next time.